Your New Year's resolution might be to lose a few extra pounds. And the thought of going to the gym sometimes is hard, especially when you don't have anyone to motivate you. But that's a bad excuse. If you ask Jamie Smith with Courts Plus, who joins us today. Thank you so much for coming in. I know we're getting to be the end of January, but people are still trying to stick to that New Year's resolution, stick to going to the gym, and sometimes you don't know where to start, what classes you would like if you're a new member, but that's something that you guys are helping out with.
Yeah, tomorrow we have the sampler day, so it starts at 12 o'clock. So we have kind of all of our favorite formats that we have on the schedule. Every half an hour is a different format, so it kind of gives people a chance to try out a new class or completely start the gym if they're just starting. So
I like it. So this is what it's about. If you've never done any of these classes, you're in the same boat as everyone.
Yep.
So you don't have to be nervous about that. So I see the list here, and if people aren't familiar with some of these classes, could you give us a little rundown, starting with the first class, RPM?
RPM is a cycling class. It's choreographed through Les Mills. So every single track that they have, will probably do maybe 3 or 4 tracks. So it'll be about 25 to 30 minutes. Each track is choreographed, so it kind of changes your fitness level a little bit. So you're either racing, or sometimes you're climbing, or it just completely changes every track.
Which is nice. If you like to ride bike or you do a stationary bike, this kind of gives you the little extra push to burn more calories than you might if you're just by yourself. I love that.
Exactly.
The second one on the list for the sampler was Strong. What is, right? Is that correct? Strong. What is that?
Strong is a new program that's been brought out through Zumba. It is a strength training program, so it's not dancing, but basically it's an interval type workout where you're strength training, and then you're getting your heart rate up, and then you're back to strength training. So it's very challenging, but Mandy will be teaching it, and she'll give the modifications if you're just starting or you've been at the gym for a while, so it's good for everyone.
Yoga. We've had you on talking about just some great, easy starter yoga poses, but still, yoga can be intimidating to people if they've never gone to a class.
Yeah, most people feel like they need to be super flexible to be doing yoga. This class will kind of cover basic poses. You're not going to be holding them as long as you typically would. The correct form for each pose, and just kind of the basics of it. You don't have to be flexible whatsoever. You can be just coming off the street and try it and just learn a little bit, and maybe it might be something that you want to do in the future.
And body pump. I've loved body pump since it started, really. But if people are not familiar with it, why is body pump a great class?
Body pump is a great class. It gets your heart rate up, and it also is strength training every single muscle group. So you're working your chest, your back, your legs, your arms, your core, everything. This class tomorrow will kind of give you a basic view of what you're going to need in the class, how much you should approximately have on your bar, and kind of give you an intro, I guess, so to speak, of what you'd expect in body pump.
I love that one. The last one on there was Tabata toning.
Tabata toning is super, super popular still. It's probably one of our biggest classes at the gym. It's 8 rounds of the same exercise for 20 seconds with a 10-second break. So tomorrow will just be a 25-minute version of that. It'll cover lower body, upper body, and cardio. So
I love
everything.
it. I love it. You kind of get a little taste, decide what class you like and what you would like to go back to. And then you can look at the schedule. But you have something else going on as well that's kind of new at the gym with some of your trainers.
We have a boot camp that is starting on February 5th with Reese and with Dave, 2 amazing trainers. It's $250 for 5 weeks of training. They'll get an injury screen, they'll get some nutrition background, they'll get kind of a written out program for them, and it's just a little bit of motivation. If you've never been to the gym or you've been to the gym for years, it's a good way of changing your program or completely starting your program. So it's basically for everyone.
I love that. Sometimes you need a little more direction, and those 2 are super great.
They're wonderful, yes, for sure.
Okay, what else do people need to know if they want to start working out at Courts Plus?
We have, like I said, we do have a complete beginner schedule that we offer. So that is online if you want to see what beginner classes we have. They're every single day of the week. We go from body pump to yoga to Zabit, which is a dance class. So you can go online, you can check out our beginner schedule. You can stop by tomorrow for the sampler classes. Tomorrow we also have the Les Mills launch. So that's all new choreography from RPM, body pump, and body flow. So lots of different things, or you can just contact me and we can kind of guide you in the right direction.
And I hope to get over there for the launch, the new music for
Yes.
all the classes tomorrow morning. Jamie, with Courts Plus, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Coming up next, in case you're unaware, January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month, and everyone has a role to play in combating this issue. We'll tell you about it next.